every pony, now that you've read this far into the book, that is, depending on where I actually put this in the book, I've told you about my experiences and lessons learned on how to survive in the wasteland. But the thing is, life is so much more than survival. It is important to learn the essentials about food and water and shelter, but every pony has to do that. Life should be about friendship and loving each other no matter the circumstances. Because of how hard things are these days, I feel like a lot of ponies lose sight of that. And I would know, I get distracted easily. Before the war, one way we reminded ourselves of that friendship was through Hearthwarming Eve. You see, a long time ago, even before I was born, blizzards covered the land in ice and snow. The sadness and the fighting of ponies were bringing about the cold and these winter spirits called Wendigos. Wendigos kind of look like ponies, but they're ghosts and they're really big. Whenever you get close to one, you begin to shiver. They're like living magical feelings of violent, cold disharmony. When the ponies started to freeze and being trapped in ice, 3 ponies, one from each kingdom, Unicorn, Pegasus, and Earth Pony, began to talk and laugh with each other. They were showing love to each other the way ponies should, and because of that night, they were able to warm the hearts of their leaders and the hearths of every cold home in their kingdom. And that is why we call the holiday Hearthwarming Eve. My mother used to say that it was just a story and that the princesses had always been with us. And when I was younger, I believed it. I couldn't imagine a world without the princesses. Until the princesses were gone. I used to think Wendigos weren't real, and maybe they aren't. But if they do exist, even their spirits were not cold enough, not sad enough to bring about the storm, the nuclear winter that we ponies did, that great war. That is why I believe now, more than ever, that ponies need to celebrate Hearthwarming Eve again. On the 3rd night of the longest night of the year, the beginning of winter, have a party. Find your friends and special sun ponies, and anyone else you love or care about. Trade gifts with them, decorate your houses with tinsel and lights, and anything that makes you feel warm inside. Celebrate everything that is good and wonderful with each other. Of course, there are towns that always celebrate Hearthwarming Eve. If you're looking to have a good time with some good ponies, then those are the places to go. The first town is Harmony in northern Equestria. It's not the biggest town, but it's a safe place to travel and spend the holiday season. The townsfolk spread a rumor that the Harmony Valley was full of the ghosts of crystal ponies, haunting the site of their greatest defeat. They say the Harmony Valley was where the zebras finally broke the northern equestrian lines, but now the Gasties and Ghosties wander the place for revenge. Of course, that's not true, but it keeps the boneheaded raiders and slavers out. 10 Pony Tower also celebrates Hearthwarming, though it isn't the friendliest place in the wasteland, and that's saying something. If you aren't a ghoul or raider or poor or savage or badly dressed or unseemly or crippled or a former slave or a zebra or somehow all of the above, then you're more than welcome to the warmth and wealth of 10 Pony. Of course, you can enter the tower if you're invited by DJ Pony, which isn't too hard if you're a Pegasus. Just fly up to the window outside his room and start tossing rocks until his lovely assistant Homage lets you in. Finally, the 3rd place to spend Hearthwarming is Stable 104, the traditionalist stable. Apparently, Stable-Tech grew paranoid that if the war was lost, all of our cultural heritage would be lost too, so they built a stable full of celebration and cheer. I heard it was designed by Pinkie Pie herself, and every year you can find a Hearthwarming celebration there. Unfortunately, it's a difficult stable to reach, being on the southern tip of the Shetland Isles, but you're in for a month-long Hearthwarming Eve party. They hire talent company griffins for the whole party, so no pony interrupts you, and they have enough food and clean water for every pony, griffin, ghoul, minotaur, and centaur who walks in. Though they're not the biggest fans of zebras, to be honest, so if you're one of our stripy friends, then head over to Harmony instead. They're super accepting over there. No matter how bad things get, Even if things seem cold and hopeless, always treasure the things that you do have. Celebrate Hearthswarming Eve, because if we chased away the winter once, I think we can do it again.